Hello everyone, welcome to video on complex numbers of presence. So in this video we will learn how we will add, subtract, multiply and divide complex numbers. So here we have examples. So we will see here, first example we have is simplify and write answers in standard form. So always we will check what format of answer we are looking for, a plus bi. We will keep in mind. So now we have addition. So we have addition of two complex numbers. So what is my steps to add complex numbers? It's exactly same like polynomial. We are adding two polynomials. How we do that? Combine like terms. So here we have exactly same thing. We will just combine like terms. We have real part is 2 and 7, right? So we will just add 2 plus 7, and we have imaginary part is 3i and 8i. So you can write next to each other, and so that way you can see better. We have real part is 2 plus 7. We will just add them. 2 plus 7 is 9, and 3 plus 8 is 11i. And it will be automatically in this form, a plus 11i. Sometimes you have question, what is your a? Find a plus b. So what is your a? If you will compare with a plus bi, we have a is 9 and b is 11. So you will add them. A plus b is 9 plus 11 is 20. So that's how you can solve this problem. Let's see next one. You can try to do this. You pause video and try to do this. All right, let's see here. Did you complete this problem? And I'm pretty sure you did, right? So first thing, we will check what operation we have in between two complex numbers. We have addition. So what is my steps? Combine like terms. So we have negative 9 and we have negative 6. So you will just combine them. Negative 9 minus 6 is negative 15. 5i minus 3i is plus 2i. And it's already in standard form, a plus bi. What is your a? Negative 15 and b is 2. Let's see third one. We have addition. But in first complex number, we have only imaginary part. We don't have real part. That's okay. We can just combine like terms. That's all we need to do. So we have only real part is 5. And we will check 8i minus 3i is 5i. And that's it. Let's see next one. Next one we have subtraction. So whenever we have subtraction, what you need to do is change sign of second polynomial. Change sign of second polynomial. I mean second complex number. Right, so let's do that first thing. 9 minus 4i, and we have 7 is positive, so it will be negative. And here we have 3i. So now we can combine like terms. That is your step 1. Step 2, combine like terms. So 9 minus 7 is 2. Negative 4i plus 3i is minus I. And that's it. All right. Next one we have subtraction. So what is my step 1 is change sign of second polynomial. So we have 11 minus 6i minus, we need to change sign of second polynomial. So we did that. Second step, we will combine like terms. 11 minus 15 is negative 4. Negative 6 minus 7 is negative 13i. And that's it. All right. Then we have multiplication of complex numbers. So exactly same like polynomial. We will use FOIL method, or you can say distributive property. So let's see here. We will use distributive property. I will take 2 first and distribute. And distribute. So 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times negative 5i is negative 10i. Now we will distribute 2i. So 2i times 3 is 6i. 2i times negative 5i is negative 10i square. I times I is I square. What we knew about I square is negative 1. We will keep in mind so we can follow that. So let's see here. Now we can combine like terms. So your step 1, you will distribute, and second step we will combine like terms. So we will see here, we have just number here, and we have I term we have here. So we can combine those two, and instead of I square, what we can write? Negative 1. So here we have negative 6. Negative 10 plus 6 is negative 4i minus 10. I square is negative 1. So 6 minus 4i, negative 10 minus 1 is plus 10. Now we can combine these two constants. 6 plus 10 is 16 minus 4i. All right. I'm pretty sure everyone is doing good. Try to do this problem and come back and check your answer with me. Let's see. Everyone did it? Okay. So we will, what is step 1? Combine like terms. Combine like terms. Negative 7 times 4 is negative 28. Negative 7 times negative 3i is plus 21i. And then we will do is we will distribute negative 8i. So negative 8 times 4 is negative 32i. Negative 8i times negative 3i is plus 24i square. So now we can combine like terms. These two terms are like terms. And instead of I square, we need to remember this. It will be negative 1. So negative 28, 21 minus 32, we will get 11i plus 24, I square is negative 1. So negative 28 minus 11i, and this will becomes negative 24. So now we can combine these two constants. So here we have negative 28. Okay. So let's see here. Negative 28 minus 24. It will become 4 plus 8, 12, and 5. So negative 52 minus 11. All right. Let's see next one. We have division. So when we have complex number, it's exactly same like polynomial. If we have square root in denominator, we need to remove that. We need to simplify. We will multiply by conjugate. So here in the denominator, we have I, 2 minus I. So how we will remove I from denominator? So we will multiply conjugate of 2 minus I. So what is conjugate means? So we will write down conjugate of 2 minus I. 2 minus I. What is conjugate of 2 minus I? We will just change this sign to plus I. Let's say you have 5 minus I. Then what conjugate of 5 minus I? You will just change sign 5 plus I. If you have 7 plus I, then conjugate of this, it will be 7 minus I. So we will just multiply by conjugate. So we can see we can write multiply by 1, it doesn't make any difference. Instead of 1, we will just multiply conjugate. So 2 plus I over 2 plus I. If we have same denominator and numerator, they are same, that means value is 1. So that's why we just multiply by 1. Instead of 1, we can write same numerator and denominator. And then we will simplify. So here on numerator, we have 2 complex number. In denominator, we have 2 complex number. So on top, we can use FOIL method, or you can say distributive property. So let's see here what we can do. I can multiply. I will just take numerator outside. We have 5 plus 3I and 2 plus I. We will just distribute 5. So 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times I is 5I. And then we will distribute 3I. So 3I times 2 is 6I. 3I times I is 3I squared. So now we can combine like terms. 10 plus 11I minus 3I squared is negative 1. So now we can say 10 minus 3 is 7 plus 11I. So instead of numerator, we found 7 plus 11I. All right. In denominator, we can, again, we can work on a side. We have 2 minus I and 2 plus I. So if you will check, it's in this form. We have just sign difference. X minus Y, X plus Y. You can use FOIL method, but this one, it's quick way to do it is if we have same term in both factor with opposite sign, you can just do square of first term minus square of second term. So we have 2 square minus I square. So 2 square is 4, I square is negative 1. So this one will become 4 plus 1, which is 5. So here we can write down 5. So we can check, can we simplify more? So we need to check in denominator, do we have I? No. So that is your answer. Now remember, we need to write in A plus BI form. So I will write down real part, 7 over 5 plus 11 over 5I. So that is in A plus BI form. Let's see next one. We have here 5 over 3 plus 4I. Try to do by yourself. This one is a little bit easier than previous one because we have a numerator only 5. We don't have imaginary part. So first thing I'm seeing here, I have denominator is I. So what I need to multiply by, you can say conjugate of this, right? So instead of 1, we can write 3 minus 4I over 3 minus 4I. So you can work on a side, 3 minus 4I. So you can use distributive property. 5 times 3 is 15, minus 5 times 4I is 20I. So we can write on top 15 minus 20i. And we have denominator is 3 plus 4i and 3 minus 4i. So we have same term in both factor and opposite signs. So we can just use x squared minus y squared. So you will do 3 squared minus 4i squared. So it is 9 minus 4i squared. And I square is negative 1. So it will become plus 4. And here is 13. So we can write 13 here. Now we need to write in standard form. So 15 over 13 minus 20 over 13i. We will check that is final answer. We have fractions, so we need to make sure, can we reduce this? We cannot reduce anymore. So that is your final answer. Everyone is following? So that's it. I hope this video will help you to get better understanding about complex numbers operations. All right. Thank you very much. See you soon.